At San Diego Comic-Con 2025, comedian and actor Bobby Lee gave a candid and emotional recounting of one of the most difficult moments of his career, watching his much-anticipated cameo in Borderlands completely fall flat at the film's premiere. Lee, who played a minor character named Larry in Eli Roth's big-budget adaptation of the popular video game, explained that his role had been heavily trimmed during editing. What was supposed to be an energetic, comedic moment turned into what he called barely a scene. Yet even with the cuts, he had gone into the premiere at the TCL Chinese Theater in Los Angeles with excitement, hoping that the audience would at least enjoy the joke he managed to get on screen. But as the lights dimmed and his scene arrived, the reaction wasn't what he expected. In fact, it wasn't much of a reaction at all. "My scene was supposed to be funny," Lee recalled, "and it got nothing in the FING Chinese Theater, and my heart dropped." He remembered sitting in the packed room, surrounded by industry people and fans, waiting for some sign of laughter or applause. None came. "It was one of those moments where you just want to sink into your seat," he said, admitting that the disappointment was compounded by the presence of his guest. "The girl I brought looked over at me like, oh." It was humiliating. Lee said the experience was a harsh reminder of how little control actors sometimes have over how their work appears in the final cut. Scenes are reshaped in editing rooms, performances are truncated, and jokes that kill on set can die quietly in a theater. Still, he expressed gratitude for being invited at all, pointing out that on previous projects, like The Dictator, he wasn't even asked to attend the premiere. "At least I got to be there this time," he said with a self-deprecating laugh. Despite the painful experience, Lee remains optimistic. He has been promoting his upcoming graphic novel, Deadweight, which he co-created and hopes could be adapted into a live-action project where he can play a version of himself, with more creative control over how the story is told. "I learned from that night," Lee reflected. "You put everything you can into a role, but at the end of the day, you have to keep creating your own opportunities." It was a raw, honest admission from a performer who has made a career out of making others laugh, proof that even seasoned comedians can still have their hearts broken under the bright lights of Hollywood. Ask ChatGPT.